everyone, welcome back to Quest Junkies. It is Thursday night, my dudes, and it is following the next night of our Trevor Project Pride charity event, week-long. Insert words here. I am a chaotic mess of vibes and energy tonight. This is going to be fun. So let me quickly just give you all the intro shizwiz so we can get straight into our session. So, we are raising funds for the Trevor Project as part of Pride Month, raising some money for our wonderful peeps in the LGBTQIA plus community across the world. Your donations can affect the game live. You can have an impact on the story that's being told. You can give buffs to the characters. The more you donate, the bigger the effect. You can also help us reach milestones, which will unlock future Quest Junkies projects, and all that fun stuff. But what are we doing tonight? Well, those of you that have been watching the channel will have seen that recently we released a new miniseries, a combination of Vampire the Masquerade and the Cyberpunk 2077 universe, CyberVamp 2134, Night City by Night. An incredible short series. We had so much fun making it and putting it together and releasing it and watching it with you guys every week for the last 5 weeks, I think it's been. And, well, we decided for Pride Week we'd get the band back together. Live. Anything could happen. There has been teases of a wedding. There has been teases of trauma and potential death and... I suppose there's only one way to find out. And that's by rolling the intro. Welcome back. Handing things over to our wonderful storyteller and bringer of destruction for the Coterie of Champions of Night City. It's Bridgit!
Yay! Hello!
Yeah.
Get back in the saddle once more.
Hell yeah.
Well, first and foremost, can I get a good high courageous champions?
High courageous champions.
All right. First and foremost, welcome to another gloriously romantic evening at Rosalia's Devotion, a villa in the Italian countryside, owned by a one Miss Katerina Kane, where there's always just a little bit of magic in the air. Tonight promises to be the event of the season. You are all cordially invited to the wedding of Amarantha and Eclipse Matthews as they join together in unholy matrimony. Our tale begins tonight before a grand set of double doors. A conductor taps their stand. An overture to our tale starts to play. However, we don't hear what one might expect the familiar strains of Pachelbel's canon in D. Instead, much like this one, we hear something soft, soulful, melodic, eliciting feelings of warmth and admiration. Great choice, Patch. The musicians have taken their cue. It's time. The doors open. And our scene shifts. We flash back to a different time in a different place entirely. 3 people stand at an altar, their heads bowed in a moment of solemn reflection. The figures to the left and to the right, they are dressed in distinct period clothing, deep velvet colors. The petite figure in the middle wears a backless dress in a deep red color. She tosses her hair as she turns her face to the camera. Evelyn Pirelli is getting married.
Please tell me it's to Mommy and Daddy.
And that's when we hear the vows of true love whispered, shared amongst the 3 of them.
Sirenscape's misbehaving. Bear with me.
That's all right. It's been a long time coming.
And be my loves for all eternity. For tonight and every night until the world falls down, you are mine. With this kiss, our bond in darkness and in light is sealed.
And with these words, Evelyn
join hands with me and be my loves for all eternity. For tonight and every night until the world falls down, you are mine. With this kiss, our bond in darkness and in light is sealed.
I think Sirenscape is breaking. Apologies.
That's all right. We'll say that.
Shut up, Evelyn.
Oh, that didn't take too long.
Apologies, Bridgit.
No, it's okay. Okay. The atmosphere of the setting changes, and Evelyn shares a kiss with Deirdre and Alistair, promising unlife everlasting and loyalty eternal. And we return to the present moment. Finding 2 familiar figures. Amarantha, wearing a black and red jumpsuit, similar to this. Standing by Eclipse's side, they appear to be standing before the makings of a ritualistic circle carved into the ground. We see text flash across our screen. 2 hours before the ceremony. Indigo, wearing a short romper that matches her hair, stands apart from them. She appears to be preparing a ritual. And Amarantha takes your hand, Eclipse. I know we said that this was the only way we could know for sure if we want to be together or not, or if it's just the blood bond creating what we have. I just wish that you didn't have to suffer for this ritual.
So Eclipse is gonna gently place her hand onto her face. This is worth it. I want to do this. I know when Indigo explained it the first time round, it was honestly scary. It's still scary. But I want to do this for us.
She takes your hand, entwining your fingers together. She needs a moment to compose herself, but eventually her face settles into one of grim acceptance. I'll be here the entire time, in case anything goes wrong. I can summon Lucian. Just. And with that, Indigo lights a match and holds it a good distance away from her face, steeling herself to avoid frenzy. Lighting the final candle in the circle. Eclipse, you are directed to lie in the center and stretch out your arms.
He ends up following the instructions that Indigo gives her.
Breaking blood bonds. It isn't easy. It often isn't wise for kindred that wish to maintain a level of authority or always be able to track the other person. But it can be done, though not without cost. Above you, Eclipse, you would see a figure emerging from the olive groves. It's a human you do not recognize, but Eclipse directs her to sit at the head of the circle. And with that, The ritual begins.
Can I just briefly interrupt? Because we just got a $250 donation
God damn.
from Ali, who has already donated several $100s. Ali, thank you so much. That is beyond generous. I have no words. Thank you so much. We just unlocked our next milestone. I guess there's an Artagan Archfey one-shot coming to a QuestJunkies near you soon.
Yeah, there is.
Oh yeah.
Thank you, friend. You're amazing.
Thank you so much.
Please continue.
Okay. What happens next takes place in the span of about 10 to 15 minutes. It's not an easy ritual she's asking you to do, but she has everything prepared. This girl, this human that's been brought in, reveals herself to be a registered nurse, placing an IV in your arm so that the process will be painless, having several bags of blood on standby, ready to go. Without knowing how long it takes the average person to be completely exsanguinated, that is what happens eventually. Eclipse. You feel your vitae leaving your body. It's a heavy feeling, almost like how it was when you were still human, drifting off to sleep. It is painless. You look up at this nurse that is helping you, and your last thought before you slide into torpor is if this girl will still be there when you wake up. What happens when you are unconscious is unclear. Time passes. It's almost like it did all those years ago when you and your coterie entered oblivion. There is darkness. And for a moment, there is nothing at all. Until you're slowly waking up. Your throat feels dry. Your eyes feel like it takes a moment for them to clear. You want to reach up and rub them, but you're too weak to move at first. And I am going to pull up an image really quickly, but you see two people above you, Eclipse and Amarantha. Amarantha held your hand the entire time. She did not let go once. Indigo. Let's see. She kneels beside the two of you and says, "It's done." You take a moment. It's disorienting, this feeling of wondering what happened while you were out, but you realize, to a degree, you did see Amarantha through rose-colored glasses. The vision of her was made lovelier by the brief exchange of blood it took to save your unlife. You are very much aware that the blood bond has been severed. It leaves you feeling cold, distant perhaps, but also aware enough of your faculties having returned that marrying Amarantha is now entirely your choice, free and clear of any undue influence from the blood bond, which is exactly what she wanted. I'll give you a moment to respond.
So as she is slowly regaining everything, because she has no idea how long she's been under. She's definitely very hungry, though, at this point. She slowly takes in the scenery around her. And then she looks over to Amaranth.
I'll say... Image is not loading. Of course it isn't. One moment. Looking over to Amaranth, where she holds your hand right around the junction of your elbow and your upper arm. Right about here. I've posted an image of the mark left on your skin. It's for all of you at home. At the very center is a waning moon. In the middle are several vines. And around the outer edge are leaves. This appears to be an arcane symbol of some sort. But you were told that in order to complete this ritual, some amount of sacrificial scarring had to occur. You don't need to roll to understand that this is a symbol that is on your body permanently.
Is it like black on her skin, kind of almost like a tattoo? Or is it like more scarring?
It does look black. Actually, it's an incredibly deep, dark navy blue.
Probably a good thing I didn't feel that. As she's looking over to Amaranth.
Yes, there were certain measures that had to be taken in order to ensure that the ritual stuck, and this was one of them. How do you feel?
At this point, she's like, I don't know how to feel, because I feel like I should have been like hit by like a Mack truck, but I don't. And that's an awkward feeling.
We didn't want there to be any pain.
Which I appreciate a lot. But I do know one thing's for sure. My feelings haven't changed for you. Not in the slightest.
You see her eyes well up, and she nods. I love you.
I love you more.
And from here, Our scene shifts once more. Text flashing across our screen. 1 hour before the ceremony. Let's see. John, you've been patrolling Force of Habit, circling the grounds, getting a layout for this place, understanding any points of entry, security weaknesses.
There are none.
You don't know that yet.
Even if there are none, it's comforting. Eventually you return, passing through the main house up to the second floor. There are countless bedrooms in this place, but you hear a lot of voices chattering. The one bedroom where it seems the quietest, you pass by the open doorway and you see Eclipse.
I'll knock on the door corner. Hey, Sunshine. How are you holding up?
You know, I'm nervous as fuck right now. I've
That's
been
good.
legit pacing this entire room probably 3 or 4 times.
And that
If
is
not
honestly
more.
the best kind of energy you should have. It is a big deal. It is a big deal.
I've
It's
been
weird
honestly,
thinking about, right?
yeah.
Going from a dumpster behind afterlife to here.
Ugh. We're never going there. Just saying.
I just wanted to check up for a sec to see how everything is going. And honestly, I think it does. Everything does look good here. And I just wanted to catch up and see if you have everything you needed.
I think I do. At least I hope I do.
Well, one thing you don't have to worry about is that Emma is looking great. So, in that regard, we're all good there. Actually, I do wanted to give you something. Something borrowed, actually. And John pulls a little butterfly pin from his tie. Let's see if it works with focusing. Yeah, there we go. I wanted to give you because it means a lot to me. This belonged to someone very close to me. And it's also something old because I've carried this for a really, really, really long time. Well, actually, it belonged to Kay, my fiance, who was never my bride, unfortunately, but maybe it will give you some good luck. You'll need it. And you'll put the pin somewhere near her top. I just wish you guys the best, because I know that it's not easy being what we are. Many things are taken away from us. Many things we'll never be able to experience in the same way. So this is one of those things we can, and enjoy it. And whoever dares to ruin this thing, I'm going to take out back and bust a cap into. If you
Like,
need anything, let me know.
She has tears like going down her face as soon as he says, "I will bust a kneecap." But she does give him a hug. I really do appreciate everything that you have done and will do.
Some family you get to choose. And I'm happy we chose that.
Me too.
I'll be off. And walks backwards out the door into the hallway, closing the door behind him.
Fair. Elsewhere. Antique. You have found the perfect spot in this place. The lighting for a selfie is on point. You've taken so many pictures today. There'll be so much content ready. And I'll say that above you, the moon is just high enough. It's almost more visible in this part of the villa. Pretty fascinating to look at, and over your shoulder you just hear approaching footsteps. And as you turn to look at Killian, let's see.
Oh, Killian. How are you?
It's a curious sensation. You've known him for over 10 years at this point, and yet, looking at him in this moonlight, he looks like someone you must have known all your life. You're convinced that you've known him all your life, and for just a split second, the world around Killian shifts. The landscape, bright, warm, an overgrowth of trees, of birds, of animals, of the creatures of the forest, all appearing to be waking up and crowning Killian in all his glory. And for just a split second, you see a mass of long, curly, red hair.
I knew it! I knew it! Amazing. You can't get away from him.
This takes place in about 2 or 3 seconds, and then it's back to normal. And Killian walks toward you.
Interesting.
Enjoying the festivities, are we?
Oh yeah, it's got some really cool footage.
Lovely.
How are you doing? I have a question. Did you have different hair like in the past? I just feel like it would look
I've been
great as a
thinking of
ginger.
growing it out again.
Huh.
I've kept it
Yeah.
short for so long, but he lifts his head. It's currently in a bob around his ears, but he's thinking of growing it out again.
Is it curly normally?
Unless I put products in it, yes.
Ah, okay. We'll talk about it after the wedding, but do you have pictures?
Oh, from my triumph, my glory days.
Yeah.
He'll pull up his phone. And as he scrolls through his phone, you see pictures of the two of you at the red carpet party, where you were celebrating your successful Best Picture Oscar for the movie you made based on the events of the Coterie of Champions from 7 years ago.
Oh my god.
You looked
Been a while.
amazing. Your outfits were color coordinated, and it was such a great night receiving all the accolades. And eventually he pulls up some grainy, kind of desaturated pictures that look to be from about the 1970s. He is dressed as befitting the time period of fashion, and he appears to be holding an acoustic guitar.
Oh my god.
Bring up a peace sign.
Oh, this
Hold on. You're needing to tell me.
Wait, can I do that?
Child?
Come on, give me back. No, confetti. Damn it.
Just one.
Yeah, but that didn't work. Come on. There we go.
There we
There goes.
Oh man, they have a lot of balloons here.
Just so you're
No.
aware,
So
this
festive.
happened all the time in the pre-records. It was
Oh yeah.
mostly-
But yes, Killian appears to have spent a decent amount of time as an old school hippie. It's really old school now. You're in the 22nd century. This is
Oh,
19th
yeah.
century stuff.
I've seen
But-
a lot of like old clips and stuff, but you were there. That's so cool. Did you actually make music?
Oh, I
Like, did you record?
played a few tunes. I was never as grand as the recording in those days. I was rather undiscovered, they say, but I enjoyed the underground concerts.
Yeah, those are the best. So you had a couple of centuries. Did you get better? Can we record some stuff?
You know, I think doing the music for the film,
Mhm.
you didn't know that he did the soundtrack, the score for the film. So this is news to you.
Ah,
I think
I
I've
was
got
wondering.
the bug to record music again.
we should stick to that. The music in the film was really good. But you didn't do it for... Remember our little side project? The Dancing in the Blood Rain thing? The
Yes.
Flaming Fellow documentary?
Oh, the
That was
music
so
video
bad.
from the Blood
my
Rain
God.
scene was
Yeah.
amazing.
Did you do the music
Uh,
there too?
Everyone would have seen an additional music video that tied into the release of the movie happened. The whole thing was set in Blood Rain, and the band performed in Blood Rain, and it was not, in fact, the song Raining Blood, but it was something legally distinct from the song, shall we say.
It's rain and band.
You still keep in touch with any of those boys, your married men?
Well, one died. Don't really know what happened to him, but
Oh, tragic.
Yeah. So-
No, you know what he says? Sorrows first.
I mean, there's still a couple left, so that's fine.
Oh, Queen Charlotte.
He reveals a bottle of champagne that he promises is spiked with a little blood, and he pours the two of you glasses.
Cheers.
And you enjoy a drink out on this idyllic countryside. It really is quite beautiful here.
I assume we are both wearing sunglasses or something.
Yes. Absolutely.
I wear my sunglasses at night. So.
And scene shifts. Text across the screen. 10 minutes before the ceremony. Thank you, 10. Our view focuses on the altar where the bridal and bridal parties gathered. On one side, Julian, Antique. On the other, Teddy and Lucian. You all would understand that ceremony is due to happen quite soon, but you've got some time.
I think Lucian's probably asking Teddy for the 6,000th time in the last 30 minutes if there's any creases in his suit.
She does one of these and like pats his suit down and is like, "Are you nervous, Dad? Because
You don't have to frisk me. I'm not carrying any concealed weapons. I just asked if I had creases in my suit.
You weirdo! I'm making sure that you're creaseless. Chill out." Apparently, physical touch is something that helps. You know, I don't understand it.
Have you ever known me, unless under very specific circumstances, very unlife or undeath circumstances, to be an advocate for personal touch?
No, but for some reason you let me do it. So, are you really complaining?
No, I just really, really get a kick out of winding you up. It's hilarious.
I know. You would think I'd be used to this by now, but, you know, it is what it is.
You and
But-
both?
To answer your question, yes. Yes, I am feeling nervous.
Is it because you have to actually talk in front of a whole bunch of people and not just stand there and look pretty? Or is it because your daughter is getting married?
Neither. It's a myriad of things, as it always is with me.
Okay. Are these things that I need to be aware of? Or are you just going to be cryptic this time?
When am I ever cryptic? No, I just...
All of the time. Don't even.
You know what it's like? When you just have a gut feeling. I keep looking back at the last 100 or so years. And anytime we get close to an important moment, something happens. It's like there's this all-powerful deity controlling things, pulling strings on us like a puppeteer, like some grand storyteller, omnipotent and powerful, looking down from up above. I don't know. I'm probably not making sense.
I mean, you make perfect sense, but that's kind of my constant state of being is overthinking everything and, you know.
So should I underthink then, to try and balance it out?
I mean, I think we both overthink, and I don't think that that's going to change because both of our brains work a mile a minute. And you tend to plan ahead, and I try to make sure that we don't need those plans that are in ahead. You know.
True. My backup plans do have backup plans. Yes.
Yeah, you have backup plans for your backup plans going from A to Z, so I'm not worried.
Which begs the question. If my backup plans have backup plans, then why do I have a gut feeling that makes me nervous?
Probably because there's probably going to be something bad that happens within the next, I don't know, couple days, weeks, months. I don't know what you've been up to for the past however long.
We don't need to get into that specifically, but here's the thing, and I want to make this intrinsically clear. I'm not worried about something bad happening specifically. I'm not worried about being in danger.
Oh, I am all the time.
I'm worried that the most important moment in Amara's life could be spoiled by something or someone trying to take the moment from them. I know we will deal with that if it happens, but I just... A father wants the best for his daughters.
Yeah, well, we're not worrying about me right now. That's a whole different
I'm
ballgame.
always worrying about you. That's why my hair's white.
Don't you blame that shit on me. It was white before I even got in the picture.
And there it is again, winding you up. Fucking marvelous.
You know what? Listen, I know I haven't exactly been the beacon of talking out my feels over the last couple of years, you know, because shit got weird. And I know you worry, but let's not worry about me today. Let's table that. We'll work that out later. We're just gonna focus on A and make sure she gets what she wants and what she needs. And I have decked this place out as far as security goes to the nines, even more than what it originally was, because this is Guantanamo Bay, basically. It in all of its infinite glory. This is where we're at.
A perfect line for the rear entrance of the chapel to open, and for John to enter in here.
I'll walk up to both these two, trying to be as casual as possible. I don't wish to alarm you about your Guantanamo Bay, but I have a weird feeling. Something is off.
It's not just me. It's not just me.
Stay here. I do have the most important thing, obviously, the rings. They'll be safe. Just keep an eye out. Do your tech thing, Teddy.
I'm gonna make a note of that.
Oh no. Just keep an eye out for any weird, suspicious things that, even if they look perfectly normal, just...
If the two of you would like, Teddy, Lucian, you can also give me wits and awareness. Antique, you are off to the other side, but you can as well.
First roll. Wits and awareness.
As you could say, I had a weird tingle down my back, and I don't like it.
Oh, I have to roll it singly, right? No, that was bad.
Wits and awareness, you say. A pool of 9.
Mm-hmm.
God damn.
5 and over, right?
There's still a chance for me to join the 13 club.
6 and up,
6.
or successes.
Let's go, Vamp Dad, let's go!
2 of 4.
You said 6, right? 6 was a success.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, 6 and above.
I have 5 out of 6.
Okay.
Okay. I have 2 10s, a 9, 2 8s, and 2 7s, and 2 fails. So, maths.
4, and then tally up the rest of them.
9 successes.
9.
I think
Nine.
this is the case of magic in the air, the atmosphere itself, giving it that wild surge of activity. Teddy, you don't notice anything amiss, but Lucian, you look around, attempting to see what's off. It's something about John. Looking over at him, you would see an odd coloring. Not his pallor, you understand. His aura. Unlike the aura that glows with diablerie, It's something silver. Unlike anything you can recall seeing. He almost looks like he's glowing.
I have an idea.
I think I just, as he's leaving the room, I'm just gonna be looking and say quietly under my breath to Teddy, "What's he been up to? I've been away for 7 years."
Can I use my auto crit and scry the soul, please?
You
Goodness.
Oh, shit.
definitely try.
It's an auto crit because I got it on
is,
Tuesday, so I automatically succeed. I do have to make a rouse check for it though, so I will do that and succeeded with a 9.
Gamma plane, everybody. You too can struggle for 5 minutes to pull up a simple ability.
No, it works great.
We love Demi playing.
Yeah, it works fine.
Specifically,
Damn you.
what I would like information on with this Scry the Soul, because there are a few different options. Specifically, if the subject is under influence of blood sorcery or other magics. And a critical win allows discovery of something unexpected as determined by the storyteller. So,
I do
whatever
have
you want.
Fortify the Inner Facade, and it says something about difficulty increase for Scry the Soul. Is that a thing that
in this one circumstance, because of the nature of the auto success, it's gonna have to be an auto success. But
okay, no worries.
I've sent you a message, and Teddy.
Okay, you did? Yes. What?
Not you. I'm
Okay.
going to tell you what you discover.
Okay, cool. Hold on. Let me turn the page because we already have a page of notes.
Let's see.
Also, thanks to whoever gave me that on Tuesday during Kids on Bikes. I appreciate you immensely. I knew it was going to come in handy today. I think it was Allie, if I remember correctly.
You also got a +1 to your next roll from Artie.
Thank you. Thanks.
Okay.
We're just handing out the extra rolls. Here we go.
I mean,
So, something unexpected.
okay.
And you mentioned blood sorcery.
Yes, specifically that one, or other magic. So it's basically, is he under any kind of magic compulsion?
It isn't influencing him. It's lighting him from within. He is being tracked. And if you, what is your blood sorcery, actually? Your occult, I should say. Let me look.
My
You have
occult.
a 2 in occult.
Yes, I do.
Calling this a passive of 6. So you have some awareness that, as far as you know, bloodstones are the only way to track people or vampires. That is what you find out.
So he's being tracked, and I'm aware that only bloodstones should be what is tracking him. Correct?
Mm-hmm.
Just to make sure I understand.
He's always gift sub. Okay. Yes, that is what you discover.
Cool.
John,
Hmm.
do you respond in any way on your way out the door, or do you stop?
I'll stop at the door for a brief second, making eye contact and just giving a quick nod before darting around the corner. And my original plan was to do one more perimeter check, at least like seeing if anything stood out, anything that felt off, like something that caught in my eye earlier, a glimpse, something that looked normal, but maybe doesn't. I don't know.
Keeping that in mind.
As on edge as the other ones are, and as nervous as some of us are, I don't know. I genuinely just don't know at the moment. Especially because it is such a close date to something else that is also on my mind.
Mm. Antique, what did you get in your roll?
2 out of 2. 2 out of 4, sorry.
Okay. Seeing the two of them, hearing John say that something feels off, Lucian concurring, do you respond?
Do you always... Oh, no. Okay. Can we just pretend it's a normal day and not everything needs to go full...
I'm sorry, have we met? This is kind of our life, our unlife. You should know this by now, my dear.
I was hoping.
She, kind of moves to make this a smaller group, where they're actually like, hello, Pride Dog. Can you move?
Oh my goodness, we have a dog for the rings. I'm so excited.
I forgot Kitty had a werewolf.
I have a name. It's John.
Hello. Do you want to say hi to everybody at home? Say hi, I'm Cora the Pride Dog.
It's like we said, guys. It's live. Anything could happen.
It is so cute.
So she pulls Jules and Antique and Lucy in a little powwow. Something's not right.
Why would you think that?
He's been tracked.
He's been tracked.
Should only be a bloodstone, but it doesn't look that way, so I don't know exactly what's going on, but either way, he's being tracked and I don't trust him.
Would I know anything about this kind of tracking? Or things like this of this nature?
Let's see.
Going back through Lucian's years and years and years.
Plus your boyfriend. Is your boyfriend here?
We haven't gotten to him yet.
He's just powdering his nose, yeah?
Powdering his nose.
Okay, so because your passive is below a 5, Lucian, if you want to roll me intelligence and occult.
Gotcha. Okay, I only have a 1 in occult, which seems...
I can borrow you some.
Pull a 4. This might be alright.
Yep.
3 out of 4.
3 out of 4. Something about all of this feels painfully familiar, but you just can't quite put your finger on it.
What is tripping you off?
Deja vu. It's always fucking deja vu. This is ringing a bell, and I don't know what bell. That's probably the wrong way to use that phrase.
When has that ever stopped you before?
Valid point.
I mean, I can just, since we have the technology, I can just go through the footage I have, look at I can literally just say this person, look what's happening, but I have no footage. So do you see anything suspicious?
So while she's going through that footage, Teddy also wants to go through the live camera feeds of everything at Kitty's villa.
All right, one at a time.
Yep.
Antique, you have all of your footage that you're recording from your phone? Okay.
Yep. Plus Killian's, we share the cloud. He's taking some footage.
True. I love the shared cloud account.
Is he paying for it as well? Is it on his credit card?
I'm not paying shit. I'm not paying shit, hello?
It would obviously be on the business card.
Hey, I'm holding shares on the company now, so plus we don't need it. Let's be honest.
Okay, Antique, what you do see, your last conversation with Killian in the gazebo, and if you rewind back far enough, you capture an image of Killian. For reference, follow Last Chaos on Instagram. Because that's what he looks like.
Wait. Okay.
That is what you see.
Okay. Nah. She's just giggling. Interesting. Sorry.
Kitty! Looking through the footage. Let's see. Okay, so you have the Scry the Soul success, so I'll give this to you. Parts of what you're looking at.
Okay.
Almost like footprints. Maybe someone leaned against the wall, put a hand on the wall. I just noticed the fucking hat. Roll for my lady.
That's how he's being tracked. It's the fucking hat.
It's the fucking fedora. God. Okay, so footprints, handprint on the wall. There's an empty glass with nothing left in it. Handprints on the glass. A chair, maybe. The ring around the hat of... all of these things appear to be glowing. Same color, silver.
So everything he touches is silver.
Yes.
Oh, and he fucking hugged Amaranth as well.
But since I said we had 10 minutes at the beginning of this scene, it is at this moment that the doors open. The rest of the audience files in. It's a small gathering. The rest of the bridal party rejoins, Jun, notably absent, patrolling the guards. But it seems that everyone, arriving last and fashionably late, but making an entrance, as always, on the arm of two strapping gentlemen, is Miss Katarina Kane herself.
Teddy immediately goes up to Mom and gives her a hug.
You run down the aisle and go up to give her a hug. Okay.
Yeah.
The wedding interrupted by a beelining Malkavian.
Yeah, it's the most Teddy-coded thing that she would do. She's just like, hi, Mom. And then she's like, hi, gives her a hug, and then immediately sprints back to where she's supposed to be.
Okay. And for the sake of brevity, the wedding begins. John, I'll say that your patrol was around 10 minutes, so we will talk about what you find. But 10 minutes later, you make it back in, and you know your place up in the bridal party. on the way, passing a woman you've never met but heard many great things about. Do you make your entrance subtly as the ceremony continues, or are you just entering? How do you enter?
Knowing I'm not a person of grandeur, I will enter through the main doors, but I'll take a beeline onto the side of the pews, and just briefly glancing over at Miss Kitty. Just the stories I've heard in the past 7 years do not compare to what the real thing actually is.
She is resplendent in a gown of deep red velvet and looking like the height of fashion, sitting next to a man that is about your height with, also, funny enough, long, curly, red hair. Different man. But on the other side...
I put my hair up, the one day. There's hope, though.
On the other side, a smaller, skinnier gentleman. You do not recognize either of them, but yes, you would take this to be Kitty.
Cool. Yeah,
And
I'll
with all that,
make my way towards the front and just take my position.
And the ceremony starts. The music swells here as Lucian officiates and the wedding continues. We don't hear the dialogue of what's being spoken, but we see many emotional faces in the crowd, the most emotional of them all perhaps being the two brides. They join hands. Lucian doesn't bother with the Bible or any trappings like that. He speaks from the heart. And there is an exchange of the rings. John, you are brought forward to be the ring bearer. And continues.
But we've been
Are the rings
dog?
Are the rings glowing?
Let's see. Are they?
Yes. They are the pillow that he held to present the rings, also glowing.
Can I use a discipline? Because Teddy's very, very uneasy about this before. Premonition, please.
As the ceremony is happening.
Mm-hmm.
You know what? I just might allow for that. Yes, I will.
Cool. So that's a rouse check, I think. It says free or one rouse check. So do I need to make the rouse check, or is this one a free
rouse check?
Okay. That's a critical success on my rouse. That's a 10. We're still not hungry, so that's good. And then premonition is resolve in aspects. 2, 3, 4, 5. Cool. Let's see. That's good. The only 10 I've rolled so far tonight was on a rouse check. Lovely. All successes out of 5. So 5 successes out of 5.
Okay.
Game.
As you close your eyes, concentrate, something does come to you.
And what you see it starts off as fractured images, that slowly assemble like a jigsaw piece. This ability, premonition, to see a glimpse through the sands of time into the future. The downside to success is it gets you what you need to see, not perhaps what you want to see. And as the view fully assembles, you see yourself. The background still blurred, obscured. You see that gun that you talk so much about, that powerful gun in your
My
hand.
Rathnos gun?
Your Rathnos gun, yes.
Oh.
As it shakes in your hand, and our view pans to the side, revealing a figure on their knees in front of you, pleading. This is the only way, Teddy. I'm sorry. It has to be you. As Lucian takes hold of the end of the gun and puts it to his forehead. And then everything goes to black, and you just hear a gunshot ring out.
And with that, the sound fades up in rather than on our scene. As Eclipse and Amarantha kiss, applause rings out. Did you all really think I was going to ruin a wedding on Pride Month?
Yes, I
Yes.
I would have loved to
Yeah.
see you try. Remember last time when you tried?
did. I mean, you
something?
did technically ruin a wedding on Pride Month. Because
They're married, aren't they?
they are, but Teddy is crying and like not good tears. So as she's holding both flowers, waiting to hand Amaranth's back to her, and she is shaking. And her eyes flick over to Lucy. And they're huge.
I think you see Lucian, and you see, maybe for the first time since you've known him, a look of pure content on his face as he looks at the married couple. And then his eyes look over towards you with this, like, his trademark half smile on his face, which then suddenly drops a little as he knows your tears are not for this moment. And he just sort of
She
nods
gives him a
his
shake.
head.
She shakes her head and looks back at the couple. There's more to talk about, but not now.
And that actually seems like a perfect place to call for our bio break.
Ooh, we can do that.
Yes, please.
All right, we will be back momentarily after our bio break, so do stick around for some more pride-filled murdery goodness. See you soon!
Bye.
And welcome back, friends, over to Bridgit!
We return to our little adventure at Rosalia's devotion during the wedding reception. Our happy couple about to take their first dance. And the mood is joyous, but also rather sentimental as the song changes. Sorry, Pat. To... and the voices of two familiar coterie members begin to sing.
Let's see if I can get this to work this time.
It'll be worth it.
Close your eyes, give me your hand, darling. Do you feel my heart beating? Do you understand? Do you feel the same? Am I only dreaming? Is this burning an eternal flame?
I believe it's meant to be, darling. I watch you when you are sleeping. You belong with me. Do you feel the same? Am I only dreaming? Or is this burning an eternal flame?
I'm glad you're lovely. Thank you so much for participating in our shenanigans.
Big shout out to Pat Tunes and Scarlet Song, Joey and Kitty, respectively. We have our first dance, and then the real dance party can begin. For a long moment, everything is right with the world. Tell me, does John dance?
You know what? Today he does. Today he does.
After a few drinks, or just...
Yeah, probably as well. I mean, he is the stoic type for the most part, usually, and that's kind of just to hide the insecurities and trying to give any kind of facade of control, usually.
Sure.
But for both, well, surrogate sisters, I guess, he will let loose for a moment, for a bit.
Aw.
At least for tonight.
Does Teddy dance?
What do you think, Bridgit?
I know. I was asking because if you are standing off to the side, dance floor,
Yeah,
covered in
absolutely.
footprints.
So something is there. Because the footprints are not where he's been. They're beside, like, around, correct? Hello. Ma'am.
Everywhere he goes, every point of contact he makes, whether he touches a drink, if you see every step you take, yes.
Every breath you take.
And
Yeah, okay.
even the gun at his hip glows around the handle.
Would you like to know if Lucian is dancing?
Yes.
Not only is Lucian cutting a rug with dance, because it's Pride Month and fuck canon, if Acheron is there, they are totally doing the dirty dancing routine.
Yes. Yes. The floor clears and allows for the two of you. Who's doing the lift?
Yes, who's catching who?
He's doing the
Acheron
lift.
was lifting.
He's
With them muscles?
What?
Come on.
What? In what world is Lucy doing the lift?
Have you seen Savannah Bananas, where the catcher, who's
Yes.
way smaller than the pitcher,
Yeah.
freaking amazing.
It's technique.
So
It's
good.
all technique. All.
But there is no world that Lucy is the one catching and not being lifted up. There's no way. There's no world. It doesn't exist.
Why not both?
I
Yes.
love it.
Say what they did behind closed doors. I said what they did in front of people.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So, we'll say, proceeding forward in time a little bit, about maybe 90 minutes into the
Quick
reception.
question.
Mm-hmm.
Would it only just be us, kindreds? Would there be normals?
There are a few other people here, in fact.
Could I have brought some presents just for nibbles, not for killing?
Sure.
For the wedding, for the couple.
A little hors d'oeuvres, if you will. Okay. Appreciate it. That's
A very special selection for you two.
It's a gift table, but I don't know for how many.
Sure, we
There are
decorate them.
seven humans, one for every
people.
color of the rainbow, sitting
Yes.
on the gift table in rainbow outfits.
Having a
and
good time.
show.
I didn't need.
If you're there, I hope you appreciate the reference. And approximately 90 minutes later, I believe two of our coterie members had a goal in mind for this reunion, and there's time after all the dancing and the drinking has kind of wound down a little bit. John and Eclipse, if you both would like to give me, let's make this strength and athletics.
Oh, I'm so ready.
Yeah, let's go.
Okay. Yeah. So
Fuck
this
yeah,
happened,
let's go.
Almost like 2 months ago by this point, when we started talking about how built Eclipse is.
Yep.
And I was like, we need to do a wrestling match. So it's strength and athletics, right?
Yep.
Well, that's a 9 for me, and actually, you also have like a crazy high number, right?
5. You said strength and what? Athletics?
Athletics, yeah.
Yeah, 9.
So, in one of the corners of the dance room, you know those like standing tables? I just lock eyes with Eclipse for a moment, and like, we're doing this. I put my sleeve up, which it kind of already is normally. Put my arm then on the table. Actually, okay, I can work with this. Two 10s. Let's see, 2 fails, and the rest are successes. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, 5 to 6s, and then two 10s.
Okay.
I don't. My brain is not braining with numbers.
You're gonna hate me.
No, I won't.
4 zeros, 3 9s, and 2 8s.
Well, it's our
Best of
wedding.
3. Best of 3. You cannot do this to me. You cannot do this to me, Sunshine.
It's our wedding.
I'll allow for one more contested roll, and then whoever wins, describe what you do to win and what it looks like. All right, one more time, y'all.
Yep. I'll look Eclipse in the eye. And I just said, you looked awesome today. In hopes to like get her off kilter a little bit.
At least you hope.
Okay. So that is 5 10s, and then 3 failures and 1 normal success.
Okay, 5 10s, that's 8 successes, and 1 normal success, so that's 9.
Yeah.
All right. Eclipse.
I need this so badly at this point.
You
No.
wish. You wish.
Don't
You
tell.
wish.
Hit me with it.
5 zeros, 3 9s, and 1 8.
12. That's 12. Describe what Eclipse's victory at best 2 out of 3 looks like.
So as she kind of like was giving him like the psych of like kind of trying to make it look like he was winning, she looks him dead in the eyes. Hey, I love you, and slams his hand right down onto the table.
How much damage do I take?
We didn't even use the brawl.
Because I'll say that for the second one, I'll genuinely give all that I had. The first one was kind of like a, let's see where this goes. Second one, 100%. I wanted to win this so badly.
12 to 9, 1 point of superficial damage.
Okay. I'll take that. I'll grab the glass of whiskey that I had poured just before, and I just down the entire shot. I'm like, you win today, but we'll redo a rematch.
Okay.
It's only
Name
because
me.
it is your day today.
Uh-huh.
The real question is, Detective Yoshino, was that your shooting arm?
Maybe not.
Don't worry about
I
it.
want to use the other arm.
See,
Is
I
he
can
clippable?
technically it's like still pull out, so we're good. We're good.
Oh.
Is he clips
So-
now glowing?
Yes.
Teddy immediately goes up to Jun, grabs him by the back of the collar, and drags him away from everybody.
Hey.
You know what? Fuck it. Let's just have her drag. It's fine.
You don't want to contest?
I don't give any resistance. I've committed to letting myself go a little bit tonight. It's fine. Or today, actually. That's fine.
Okay. Maybe a bit tipsy.
Probably as well, yeah.
Okay.
The whole 5-foot stature, dragging him by, I'm imagining not the collar, but like the back of his shirt, because that's where she can reach,
there's
grab
also that.
enough,
But,
and is like,
Oh, yeah.
let's go. And like takes him out of the reception so that they don't cause a scene in the middle of the party.
I guess
So while they're going like away, Eclipse gonna look over at Lucian. I did it. I beat him.
Instead of fighting to get away from Teddy, I will just more or less just like do what more like most of the people like Rebecca's like, I'll get you next time. With me thinking that Teddy just wants to talk. Hey, what's up?
What the fuck
You look
did
awful.
you?
Okay,
What the
sorry.
fuck did you get into? And what is on your person right now? Because I swear to God, if you endanger any of my family right now, I will kill you.
Do you mean the tie? I mean, I know that I don't dress normally like this, but
No. I mean that you're
really serious,
glowing
aren't
and
you?
you're leaving all kinds of traces and that you are being tracked. So who's tracking you? Who would want to track you? And why did you bring somebody here when you're worried about my security, when you're the security problem?
just briefly stunned for a moment. What do you mean? What do you mean tracked? I don't know what you're talking about.
Did somebody give you something that you carry?
Let's see.
I mean, I've had the ring box, but that's kind of it.
Teddy.
Yeah.
Wits and insight.
Okay. Wits is 4. And insight's 2. And then I have a +1 floating around too, right?
True.
I think so, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Add a die to your pool.
Cool.
For you, it's 6, so 7.
While this is happening, Lucian's found his way over to Antique, as he's trying to also, much like Jun, trying to just take it easy tonight and enjoy the moment. And he's just like, it's like in the middle of a conversation, like, I'm not trying to be hypercritical or anything. I just had a few pointers to make about my portrayal in your Oscar-winning movie. I have some notes. Some of it was rather good. Some of it I felt was a little bit misplaced or misinterpreted.
Like what?
It's,
You have a tendency to trying to kill yourself or being killed or whatever. So I think that's.
Oh no! I was talking about that. They seem to be perfectly fine with combat boots, and we've well established now that this is
okay.
not the case.
No, look, there is some freedom people take when they're making like I think it was Killian's decision. I can't really remember. He's more into that stuff, so I'm sorry.
Well,
I thought you were referring to something else. So.
As much as I have a history of dealing with sires in a very particular way, I do like Killian, so I will let it pass this one time.
I mean, you look rather dashing, so I mean, you got away really well.
What can I say? And then we cut back to the others.
Are you happy to shoot a sequel like The Wedding? Okay, bye. It's nice talk. Oh.
All 7 successes.
7.
Wow.
Okay.
You really
John
want this, don't you?
is being genuine. He has no idea what you're talking about.
Something is wrong with you, or something you're carrying, but you are being tracked.
Okay.
Whether you did it intentionally or not, I don't know. I don't know if somebody did something magically, what have you. All I know is there's a problem.
Knowing us, that's an understatement most likely, and that would explain why I felt the way I did earlier. I'm sorry, I've had a few today. I apologize that I'm not entirely myself at the moment. He just kind of giggles at the situation, not completely realizing what's happening.
When he lets out that giggle, she does the whap. Snap out of it, man. Get your shit together.
Fuck. Okay, sorry. Checking. Sorry. What do you want to do? Because my brainy stuff.
I don't want to ruin their day. That's the last thing I want to do.
Yeah, no, that makes total sense.
John.
Is there something you can do? Something we can try?
Okay. Gonna ask for a few rolls here.
Yep.
John,
Yes.
you are somewhat tipsy, so you will be making this at a -1.
I would love to.
Wits and awareness, please.
Okie dokie. Wits.
Teddy.
Yes.
Awareness. That will be 4 die.
I am so sorry.
That is 2 successes out of 4.
2 out of 4. 2 out of 4. All right. Teddy. You've realized that you're dealing with something that John, an investigator of his caliber, is completely unprepared for. Seems blindsided by. You are wishing to be discreet. Do you attempt to perhaps do some investigating of your own?
In what capability would I be able to investigate?
Join us. We have guns.
She has guns.
Oh, we have
And
more
right now-
guns. We have more guns.
Good thing for her right now. Her brain is processing a lot right now. So yes, she wants to be discreet in what capabilities she is able to investigate, she will. Please stop. You're being a menace. You're being a
I
menace.
will allow you to attempt another premonition if you give me a rouse check.
I will be happy to give you a rouse check, and that's a success. Was a 7 on the die. So, premonition is resolve and aspect, so that's 3 and I think 2. So that's 5 total.
Provoking premonition.
Yeah.
And I'm going to go ahead and yes, why not? I'm gonna go ahead and make a roll myself.
Oh.
Okay. Cool. Maddie got her first double crit, double zeros for the evening.
Nice.
So, you know.
Ooh,
Hello.
okay. I have to roll 7 dice.
That's 4 plus 7, 3. I have 7 successes.
Okay,
Total?
7 successes.
Yes. I only had 5 die, and 1 exploded. Or 1 set of exploding, so 7 total.
All right. Remind me. I'm sorry. What did I just ask you to roll again? I'm sorry.
For
brain.
premonition.
Premonition. Okay. All right. So you do experience a moment of premonition, and your eyes.
They cloud
go
over.
hazy.
Like, yeah. She gets,
You are effectively.
you know
Yes.
that Teddy's eyes? Teddy's are white. She looks possessed.
This does render you unable to see or hear the present environment. So, while that happens...
Okay. This is a thing now.
All right.
Because I don't think have I ever witnessed Teddy do that? I don't think so, right?
You did. And
You did.
CyberVamp right before the body swap.
Okay.
Yes, the
Yeah, fair
premonition
enough.
that took her to another place in time where she was like shaking very obviously.
Okay. It's also been 7 years.
It has. And she's been kind of hit
And
and
my
miss.
focus was also on someone else.
Yeah.
Oh no.
So,
Oh boy. I'm in danger.
I'm in danger, most likely.
Teddy,
Yep.
this takes you back. I mean, further than you expected to go.
Okay.
The world appears smaller from where you sit. You're looking up at everything from where you are on the ground, where your heart still beats, and you are at a very tender age in your human life. You look down at a baby in a crib. He's not looking at you exactly. He's staring up at the mobile of rockets, planets, space-themed. You reach up and it's difficult for you to grab. You have to lean over the crib. You spin the mobile. Unfortunately, the wood of the crib starts to cracks till it breaks. The snapping sound startles him. The baby begins to cry. Above his head, on the wood, engraved in the wood, is a plaque with a single name. Actually, 2 names. Anthony Lincoln. Your vision returns. Jun is gone. But you do see a set of footprints.
She's gonna follow the footprints.
And for this, I'm going to need... Ooh, let's make this a fun one, shall we? Composure and
Cool.
survival.
Ooh, okay. So that's 4. Cool.
Navigating through the outside fields, going through trees, olive groves. They appear to have gone off quite a ways.
Okay. Cool. Okay, that's 4 successes out of 4.
Okay.
I love when the dice want to play nice.
Mm-hmm.
You'd love it. Also, why is my brother's name on a crib that's supposed to be dead?
Don't worry about it.
Further and further away until you almost reach the perimeter of the property itself. Seeing a single road goes one way forward, one way back. Traveling on almost halfway down the road when the silver, the glow, abruptly stops. You do see a set of tire tracks. Would you like to attempt to follow the tire tracks?
2 things I want to do, because if we remember correctly, in CyberVamp, Teddy upgraded Jun's phone. She would have done the exact same thing that she did to Evelyn in Bad and the Beautiful and made her able to trace that phone. So in tracing the phone, she is also going to send a pin, balloons, a pin to Dad to drop location and say, we have a situation. Before she does anything, she stays on the road and is trying to access Jun's to find out where it is.
Attempting to ping his phone.
Mm-hmm.
It's 5 feet away from you. In the dirt. Run over by a vehicle. The faint silvery glow of where he touched it lingers.
Okay. She's gonna call after seeing the phone on the ground. She's gonna call Lucian. Actually, no. She's gonna call Antique.
Okay.
Because she doesn't want to ruin Dad's day with Amaranth. So she sends the pin to him to know where she is. We've got a situation. I'm handling it, and then calls Antique. Hey,
where are you?
we have a problem, and I don't want to bother Dad, and I don't want to bother Eclipse and A, but I need backup. You and your sire, want to come help me out?
I look around. Is Killian around?
Killian is around. He's taking a break from the dancing a little bit, sitting back at a table.
Okay, I'm dancing over and just grabbing him so we can both kind of listen to it. I'll hook him into the stream.
Okay.
Remember how I told you something weird was with Jun?
Yeah, so what's up? Is he drunk?
No, he's gone.
What do you mean he's gone?
I mean, he's gone. I'm staring at tire tracks on the road, and I can't find him.
I mean, if he doesn't want to party.
Remember I told you he was being tracked?
Oh, yeah, right.
I think whoever was tracking him came and got him because I don't see the silver anymore.
Do we care?
Just the track.
I'm so counterproductive. I'm sorry.
Wait, what? Of course,
Do we
Mark,
care? Do we want to rescue him? It's a good story if we do like the whole kidnapping and stuff for part 2. I mean,
I feel like we should.
Ow.
I mean, he is a fucking. He was with the police, you know. He should be able to handle himself.
I mean, I agree, but also, I mean, you know, he's I like him, but he's family, so I feel like we should.
Oh my god, this is the first time I'm hearing you saying something nice about him. All right, where you will come over. Only because
don't tell him I ever said this. If you do,
no, I won't. No, I won't. This is hilarious. Okay,
can
you come in?
Car? Can you guys bring a car and come pick me up? And
you got the limo outside, right?
Something speedy in the limo, please.
All right.
My car, her black sports car is there with the
You
keys
shipped
in the
it
visor.
over?
Grab Jules and tell him to drive.
All right. Hey, kid.
I can do that as well, Bridget. I can do that as well.
Yeah, I didn't pick up on the mic, but I see what you were going for.
Yo, kid, get the sports car.
Wait,
that's only 2-seater. What the fuck? We have something else. We have 4 people.
No, it's not. It's got a back seat. It's just cramped.
It's really tiny. What the fuck?
Yes, it's tiny.
Right.
You and me are in the
We'll
back.
grab the.
Boys are
No,
in the
this is
front.
valet
Let's go.
stuff. We just grab something suitable.
I'm sorry. I need to keep that in that you shout, "Yo, kid, get the sports car." I love that. So that's not subtle. Lucian, Eclipse, do you overhear this in any way, do you think?
Oh, yeah.
I mean, that was going to be my question.
No roll. It's a small wedding party.
I'm actually going to DM you, Bridget.
Okay.
We need to do a quick run. You guys just keep dancing. It's fine.
You don't sound fine.
I'm fine. We just have some stuff planned for you guys.
Uh-huh.
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 Mm-hmm. Ask your sister-in-law.
Okay, so to clarify then, did Teddy message Lucian?
Yes, she dropped.
No.
Yes,
I thought you...
She called
You
Antique.
messaged Antique, though. Okay. All right.
No, she
You dropped a pin.
messaged Lucian to drop the pin to where she was at, said, we have a situation, I'm handling it. So that he's aware where she is. Please stop. It's driving me nuts.
So I think as you finish the call with Antique, you turn around and Lucian stood behind you. What's going on? What's going on?
John's missing. He hugged Eclipse and she started glowing, so I took him out of the party and I got a premonition and he was gone. So I followed the footsteps and now, as you can see, there are tire marks. So Antique is supposed to be bringing a car along with Julian and Killian because I need backup. I didn't want to ruin your day. I didn't want to ruin Amaranth's day or Eclipse's day. I'm trying to handle things.
We're a family. We handle things together.
Yeah,
We can let them have their day.
Quick message. Lucian is gone, so I assume we need a bigger car.
Yeah, he's here.
Okay.
Thanks.
Antique. You send that message. I'm imagining that the Via is very low-tech. But there are still the occasional, we'll say flat screen television circa the early 2010s, so it's not mounted to a wall, it's on a stand. There's at least one of those outside, but give me just one moment.
Also, how did he get there so fast?
Magic.
Okay. Antique, you see the message goes through. You start to get a response. There's a dots to indicate that he's typing, but the screen in your hand lights up, playing that image. The TV outside also plays that image. Plays for a few seconds. It seems like your phone isn't quite working anymore, but eventually it flickers off.
Can I just capture it so I have it?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I call Teddy. Did you get that too? Send over the picture.
Did I? Or am I out of range?
Let's see. You are out of range.
So I got that on my phone, and the screens around me, everything had that.
Bridgit,
Mm-hmm.
seen that before? Because I have an idea of who that is. Am I correct in who I think it is?
Let me see. Wits and technology.
Oh, that's a nice pull. Do I get my hacking or just the straight tech?
Straight tech.
It's still a Teddy tech roll, so it's 9 dice. 4, 5, 6, 7, 9. 9 of you. Let's go.
I think while this is going on, Lucian pulls out his phone and he'll text the boyfriend.
Mm-hmm.
Do you have eyes on A and E?
The one character sheet I forgot to open. Debbie played, everybody. One sec. Teddy, what was that roll?
That's 10 successes with an exploding success and 1 fail. So out of the 9 dice, 10 successes.
With that, and this is very important, with the premonitions you've experienced today only adding to the sense of your foreboding, you... it returns to you in a flash. And you get another text. Have you checked all of the children?
So it is a novelty.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. So just for Maddie's clarification, and Teddy piecing this together, Anomaly is who's tracking Judd. Correct?
You don't know that for sure, but it's likely. That's a working theory you have.
Working theory. Considering her brother is... That's what's throwing me off, because I don't know if maybe it's... Stop! Sorry. I'm sorry. She's being a menace. I'm really sorry. I don't know what her deal is. Because we went outside on the bio break. So I don't know why she's barking like an idiot. Because Anthony was older than Teddy. That's...
Uh-huh.
And it was Teddy in the premonition looking at a baby.
Yeah.
Like Teddy in Teddy's body, like as a child?
I may not have remembered how old he was exactly, but so I might have boofed it with the ages a little bit, but
Okay. That's why I was confused, because I'm like, brain is not processing correctly. So I'll clarify that with you later, so I can make sure my info is correct. Is Anomaly my brother?
You don't know that for sure.
Okay.
Okay, I need to make a roll, so okay, so 4. All right, Lucian, you get a text back from Acheron. Yes, he has eyes on them both.
I will just send back a text, which will be a little cryptic, but he will understand. Potential change in the wind, advising caution, which he'll know as shit seems to be going down.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
So
he sends back. Understood. What were you gonna say?
Lucian looks at Teddy. So, what are we doing?
I'm trying to process what I need to do and what needs to happen. And Antique and Killian and Jules are bringing a car so that we can follow the tracks. I just got another text from dear, pain in my ass. And I'm very confused because I keep having premonitions that are not good and are confusing, and I can't trust my brain. So...
I'm going to advise caution right now. Because this seems like a very convenient way to get us away from the happy couple. I don't like this.
Antique. Make me a pool of 3 dice as you roll me a willpower check.
I'm the Wheaton here. Nope. 2 1s and a 3.
Very on brand.
Starts as a tickle in your throat. It turns into a full-blown cough. It comes up in your hand as blood. Take a point of aggravated damage. You do not succumb to frenzy, but Killian arrives by now with a car for... He made an assumption that it would need to be big enough to fit an entire party.
I would have also told Eclipse, because it seems false not to tell her. She got a text. If she looks at it, up to you.
What would the text
Killian
say?
places a hand on your... I'm going to get to that. Killian places a hand on your shoulder. Is everything alright?
Don't... No?
Holding your hand out, do you look up at him? Your vision shifts. Again, this world appears to be bathed in daylight, and you can't be certain if you're not in the present or in two places at once. You feel woozy. Eclipse, you get this text from Antique. What does it say?
Jonas disappeared. They don't want to tell you, but if you want to join us, we're on rescue mission. Let's have some fun.
Okay. Eclipse, how do you respond?
She looks down at her phone and reading the text message. She's then gonna look at Amaranth. Jun went missing.
Should we go to the others, see what they need? She is changed out of her gown and into her reception. A little bit more portable.
Well, it looks like everybody's heading out. I don't know exactly where Lucian went or where Teddy's at.
Amarantha is going to send a text to Lucian. Be safe. That's it.
I think he responds with something I don't think he's ever said before and might actually cause more concern than comfort. I love you.
Does he say it in the group chat?
I'll roll for it. Odds, group chat, evens, not. That's a 1. Group chat.
Oh.
Okay. Amarantha will say to Eclipse, if you need to go with them, I understand. This is horrible.
I'm not leaving you. Not with whatever's going on.
Okay, then give me a few minutes and I can get changed. She'll probably get changed into something that is like Victoria's Secret bridal line, so it'll say like bride in big glitzy letters on the little pull-up jacket, and she doesn't want to leave you either.
She'll text Antique. We're on our way out.
And two of you head downstairs. For one brief moment, our scene shifts away. John, you don't know where you are exactly, but you seem to be moving very fast, even as your awareness comes back. You are in the back of an unmarked van. You appear to be smuggled in on top of a pallet, some sort of shipping pallet, an old tarp, wooden pieces. Moments come back to you in fragments as you realize 2 wooden stakes are driven into your upper arms, pinning you to the pallet. Normally, not an obstacle, but Pain hits you like a flash, and do you respond?
The confusion is still very much there, of course, so... Pain is not the first thing that I worry about normally. This is different, though. I try to just catch anything in my surroundings, a glimpse of light, anything that I could possibly take in as like a hint for later, something that could help me identify.
With one dice removed from your pool, make me a pool of wits and awareness.
Okie dokie. That is 2 successes.
Yeah. You try and avoid the pain, but it seems something about the wound itself feels infected, and indeed, where the wood has been driven into your forearms, it burns. It seems to be acidic in quality. It eats away at the flesh, and you are overtaken by such a pain. But it seems not entirely alone. On your side, to your left side, there is an impractically enormous television screen. Dark at first, but it lights up to the point where the blue light blinds you. It's awful to look at, but it repeats the same image again and again. And I think you know which image I'm talking about. We shift our scene back to the coterie piling into a car. Dare I ask who's driving?
It depends on what vehicle it is. I would assume.
Jeep? It's a red Jeep.
That ain't my car, so.
Big red Jeep, Killian rented.
Tracks.
I mean, to be fair, Teddy does have a drive point, so there's that.
It's a 4-seater, so someone is probably going to be standing at the back.
It's fine.
All right, if you guys don't pick who to drive, I'll roll for it.
I mean, I'll drive. Does anybody else have a drive point? Because otherwise I should drive.
I don't. Plus, I wouldn't trust myself with the fading in and out currently, so I'm not driving.
This is why I employ drivers.
I'm aware, but this is... Anybody else have one?
I have 2.
Eclipse is driving then, unless Killian has more drive or Jules.
Killian doesn't. Killian lets
That's why
drive.
Killian has drivers.
I don't know if Jules does or not. I don't have that character.
Okay. He does not, in fact, have a point in drive, so Eclipse, let's make this...
And Eclipse, don't think we made this up. It's not a wedding adventure bullshit. This is real.
Is Eclipse still glowing?
Her hand?
From when Jun touched her, is she still glowing?
No.
Okay.
Eclipse, you know only what information that you've been given. Give me wit and drive to attempt to follow the tire tracks.
3 zeros and a 7.
Nice.
Okay. It takes you down the road a bit, past Rosalia's devotion. You see, this road is one way for a reason, because a lot of the estates here are very grandiose. They have very long driveways. There isn't really a sidewalk to speak of. They extend far and away, almost back toward the city itself. This is considered far into the country, out in Florence, and you end up making a right turn. And as you do, you glance at the clock on the Jeep and noticing it's a little bit past 2:30 in the morning. A pair of oncoming headlights nearly blinds you, but you manage to swerve out of the way, and everyone else feels this bumpy ride, but you're driving for approximately 20 minutes. Eventually, the tire tracks, they look too similar to the ones going in and out of the city. The trail goes cold. You pull to a stop just outside the city limits, and what do you do?
He's gonna look back to everyone. I don't know. It's now all looking the same. What do you want to do?
He doesn't have his phone anymore, right?
No.
All right. Is there anything else you can track? Do we have implants in the meantime, since it's 7 years later?
If, Sarah, do you want to give me a fate roll?
Sure. Shit, now I need to get more dice.
I mean,
Hey, Sarah, what's a 10?
I don't know. We'll see. I'm rolling a 10.
Whichever is more
No, that's an
favorable, I think.
82.
Oh, sorry, what was that?
82.
82. It really was quite high. As far as you are aware, cybernetic implants are still in the testing phases for Kindred. They have not been rolled out yet.
While we've been driving, is there any way that Teddy could have checked for security cameras along the road to see if there was a car that left around the time so she can track the car?
As you're driving away from the estate, reception gets spotty. You could give me a, reception gets spotty. I won't make you do another roll. You do see a chrome, unmarked van.
Okay.
It looks like one of those Tesla trucks.
Ew.
Yeah.
What a douche.
Do I see in the time that I have, can I see where it's going? To kind of direct Eclipse.
Here, there's only two ways to go, either back the way you came or back into the city. Back the way you came would involve going deeper into the country. But Antique, make me another pool of 3. Roll me another willpower check.
Same size. 5, 8, 7. 2 out of 3.
2 out of 3. You need to grip onto Killian's upper arm to fight the wave of nausea you're experiencing, but you steady yourself, and it was just a very disorienting moment, but you are not overwhelmed.
I would say I'm pregnant, but that can't be. Those. All right.
What's going on with you?
I don't know. I coughed up blood earlier, and I'm getting seasick. I mean, you're a good driver, Eclipse. It's me.
What do you mean you coughed up blood?
I'm not sure what's happening, but yeah.
Let me
This
take
is
a
a nice experience.
Let me take a look at you, and I'm just gonna try and like inspect. I don't know if I can pick up anything.
Let's see. Intelligence and medicine.
I have no points in medicine. Can I risk hunger to get a extra die?
Sure, give me a rouse check.
All right. That's a 3.
Reaching hunger 2. And I'll flavor this as, again, that nagging sense of familiarity pulls at you. It's driving you a little bit to madness, but something you're missing here.
And I continue to miss it. That's 1 out of 3.
And
I'll
my
give
color
you this.
changed.
True. Your color has changed, but not in the way you think. Your face actually looks flushed, almost inflamed. Your cheeks are bright red. Love it.
Would I interpret?
listen,
Yeah, please.
I'll give you this much. That's not how a blush of life looks normally. That's strange.
Can Eclipse roll to find out? Since we're kind of at like a still point at this moment.
You're driving.
Well, we're stopped right now
to a
because
stop. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Let's see. Eclipse. You do have points in medicine. You could give me intelligence in medicine.
She can kick your ass and she can heal you at the same time.
2 zeros, an 8, and a 7.
God damn it. Have you got my dice from Bad and the Beautiful?
I don't
Can I
know.
have them back?
I'm just
No.
saying.
Guys, the dice also should include 1s and 2s.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Let's see. Okay. Eclipse, this is pertinent to you given the way that you like to feed. You would recognize the signs of an infection. Something Kindred don't normally deal with. But the wooziness, coughing up blood, in a human this would be dire.
Eclipse is gonna look at Antique. Did you eat something prior to the wedding?
I had a glass of champagne with Killian, but Killian looks fine.
Because right now you're giving the vibes of having an infection.
No. That can't be.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hey, Jules.
Oh god. So okay, a Jeep fits 4 people. If you're talking about taking Amarantha, Julian, and Killian, one of them is gonna have to like have stayed behind. So I'm gonna retcon that Amarantha like couldn't fit. Like not everybody can fit into the party bus.
Listen, Heidi takes up like that space where the wheels should be behind all of the
yes, but
seats.
you have 4 other people plus sires and plus you all have plus
It's
ones
not
to the
a
wedding,
clown
so.
car.
It's not a clown car.
Strap Teddy to the roof.
Take a real seat. She sits
Let's just
like
turn
where
into
the
bed.
tires
It's not a
should be.
Jeep of holding. This
Well,
bad boy
it
can
is
fit
the
so
old
many vamps in
man.
it.
Have to all stand and hold on, yeah.
Listen,
Party
tiny vamp. Tiny vamp. It makes sense in my brain. It's fine.
Pocket vamp.
I am a pocket vamp. I'm
Oh, that was a roll. What was that roll? I didn't like that face.
It's not a clown car. Now quit interrupting. Okay, so Killian made a roll. And with a total of 2 successes. Hold your shoulder and damn, this. He starts coughing, and it's louder on him. It's more expectorant. He wipes away a handful of blood, and he just. What is happening? Do we need a? Yes, you.
Where did you get that champagne from?
It was normal champagne. It was from. Coughing a little bit more. Julian. Ooh. Have the doctor roll intelligence plus medicine occurs to me just now.
That was what I was getting at. Thank you.
Okay. And he might have a specialty in this. Yeah.
No, occasionally I make good decisions. Like turning Jules.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. 3, 4, 5. For this, it would be a pool of 9. It would be a pool of 9.
Hey.
I'll go 4 vampire dice and 4 of the dice that our players bought me. Alright, 5 out of 9. I think we should return to the villa. I need to examine you both further there. Perhaps we should wait to file a missing persons report. This appears to be very serious, both of you.
There's nothing back at the villa you don't have here.
He doesn't
All of
have
his
his doctor's bag.
Yeah, all of his medical stuff
Doctor's
is
bags there. Yeah.
We are not normal. Your stethoscope or whatever wouldn't do shit with us.
Yes,
Trying
but
to
if
find
it's a
a heartbeat.
viral infection, I have some contacts with a laboratory back home. If it is a virus of some manner that it is able to affect kindred, this needs to be reported right away, especially since our Jun was employed by Crimson Max Tech. They have opened up medical labs. He will explain. They have opened up medical labs specific to researching kindred and kindred diseases. When he says medical lab, Lucian, you know of a medical lab that does research into kindred and their genetics?
Me too. And is that nearby, or by any chance? It's just round this corner.
Oh, it's on the left.
I can see it in the distance.
Here.
Oh, the door is open.
Okay.
Oh, I suppose I would be able to contact them at least.
You would be able to contact them, yes.
Yeah. So I will pull out my phone. I will pull out my phone to do that, but before I do, I think Teddy would notice this especially, but like he'll just look out at the window of the Jeep into the night sky and just under his breath. What comes after the flood? And then he pulls his phone out and tries to contact Dermatech.
She's processing that, but when Julian said missing persons, Teddy took out her phone. I'm assuming that she has all of the Sire's telephone numbers in her phone. She pulls up a certain ride in snow and goes, hey buddy, your child's missing. I feel like helping a girl out.
All caps, single question. What?
What?
Missing John. Need help. At wedding. Now.
17-hour flight. No notice. Be there as soon as I can.
Cool. Maybe try summoning him, or however you Sires do things. I don't know how that works, but can you tune in or something?
Again, 17-hour flight still applies to summon. He will feel an urge to get on a plane for 17 hours, but it'll still take 17 hours.
So
I'm calling in reinforcements, so...
Okay.
So
Lucy, you're on hold.
I'm on hold.
You're
okay.
calling. It's ringing. Eventually, the line picks up, and you hear a voice.
Distorted as hell. Please hold.
Yep.
Thought we were out.
You hear hold music.
I thought we were out of service, that he wouldn't have caught us.
It's spotty. It's not impossible. And also, this is a phone call.
Mm-hmm.
It's not coming from the same location.
We're in a different area.
You're on hold. For a while, it seems like. And then a different voice says, "Please leave your name and number, and we'll give you a call back at the earliest convenience." Beep.
Is that like the pizza service where you say, "Hey, I need a pizza to this address"?
It's a thing that I'm drawing from personal experience where I have in the past week alone, I have waited on hold for 30 plus minutes only to say, "We're unable to answer the phone right now. Leave your name and number and also go fuck yourself," basically.
But it's none of those spy things where you literally say, "I need a cheese pizza, triple cheese," and then they actually send a assassin or something, you know?
Well, the go fuck yourself is implied in this case, but yeah.
Okay.
That would be funny, but no, it's not. So, do you leave them a message?
Yes. I'll be back at the wedding. Face me like a real kindred. Stop being a fucking coward. Bigger, more powerful individuals than you have tried and failed. I dare you. Be better. Click.
Okay. Killian, manages to overcome his coughing fit eventually and just says, I think we should go back. It's getting... We'll have to worry about rest soon. It's late. It's... He sways a little bit and
Can I make him sit down?
Yes. As you lead him to like sit down, he just looks up at you. Wings. You see?
What?
You have wings? Have you always had wings?
Wrong campaign, but I like it.
Wings.
And you had red hair, like long and curls.
Reaches for his hair, just a little bit confusingly. Was this possible?
Are you too high?
I don't know.
What
I see
manner of
things.
substance allows you to cough up blood?
Well,
A lot of things. You do too much
what
of
do
it.
affect us?
You and me, and she points at Lucy, need to have a chat.
I point at Killian. You and me, we need sleep.
All right, I'm gonna just
Yes.
grab it back.
Could I do some research in our dark web-ish and see if there was something that is like what we are experiencing right now, and some like poisoning of kindreds or something?
With a 2 out of 6 successes, you are able to pull up this research on your phone, but on your way back, I'm going to say that you were leaning on Killian's arm. He needs to lean onto yours for a little bit until he breaks away in order to retch out of the side of the car. It is blood.
Nice.
Oh no. Shit.
Okay, so researching. You're trying to focus on the phone screen, like trying to type in the right query, and autocorrect helps you to some degree, but it's confusing. You're trying to read the screen, the letters keep jumbling up, and you feel woozy again, you and Killian leaning on each other with all the constitution of a dog in a station wagon, swaying back and forth, very much looking worse for wear. Though you do notice the flush is visible on Killian's cheeks now, as he takes a point of aggravated damage.
I think we're turning backwards. Oh, I feel so sick.
Oh, don't understand.
You're the dad. You should know.
Oh, tell you once I could see straight. Arriving back at the villa.
Question for the GM.
Mm-hmm.
Like this car ride back, Lucian's observing their condition.
Mm-hmm.
Does any aspect of it feel like it could be Oblivion connected?
Solid question. I like where your head's at. Let's see. And as you get back to the villa, I'll say that Acheron is able to join you.
We have zoomies now.
Let's see.
I suppose on that point, is Acheron okay?
Acheron, as far as you can tell, he seems fine. Let's see. Ooh, okay, I think he has something in this. He's gonna make a roll to determine if it's blood sorcery. Anyone else, if they want to do anything, now's the time.
Eclipse is gonna check on Amaranth, make sure she's doing okay.
All right. That is... Okay, so Eclipse heading off to check on Amarantha. Let's see. Out of his 8, he got 5. Acheron takes a look at Antique and Killian and wonders... He isn't blood sorcerer. This isn't magical. Whatever this is, it's an infection.
Engineered, perhaps.
Perhaps.
We don't do infections.
No, that's very deliberate. Someone...
Why the two of us? Our movie wasn't that bad. It was you, Lucia. Come on, I'm sorry about the boots. Was my decision, okay?
I'll say that Acheron helps Killian to his feet. Julian can help you to your feet, Antique, and the two of you are led back to the main house. I'll say that Kitty is there, just opening the door, welcoming you on side. What in the devil is going on here?
We're not fully sure just yet. Are you all right?
Well, yes, I'm fine, and the others are still enjoying the festivities. I just had to get changed into something more comfortable. Is that blood?
Do you have somewhere separate, like a private room?
A safe room, yeah.
The lower levels, they are reinforced. She will guide you all to a basement level of the villa.
I hate to do this, but I think we need to keep you separate from the rest of the people here for now, just in case. If this is some sort of engineered contagion for Kindred, it puts everyone in danger until we can fix it.
There's no way I can communicate with him telepathically, right?
You could text me.
I can text him.
You can.
If the Wi-Fi is working, which it should be.
Back at the house, yes.
Cool.
Okay. Back at the house, beneath the basement, back on the Wi-Fi connection, which is a comfort to you, Teddy, because you receive another text, a voice memo. And I'm going to ask Yetta to describe what the back of the van sounds like from John's perspective.
In an attempt to still maintain any kind of mental faculties, the only thing that he's trying to do is describe what he's seeing, what he's experiencing, and interrupted by painful groans, almost the kind where a normal human being would pass out. Like, you can feel the pain in his voice, describing that he's stuck, pinned to what feels like a wooden pallet with stakes, describing a screen onto the side of him with a hooded figure that is maniacally emoting. It's wearing a mask or something, and before he can really voice more description of what he's seeing, he just goes cold. With a final painful groan of trying to get loose, but being unsuccessful.
That is what you hear. In fact, if you play it out loud, that's what everyone hears.
She's going to
Okay.
forward it to Ryden too, so that he is aware. This is dire. Get on the plane now.
16-hour flight.
Doesn't matter. Get on the fucking
I'll be
plane.
there
already at
in
the
like
airport.
16 hours.
No,
On the
he is
ship.
sending the voice memo
NCPD jet.
and immediately sends the jet. Says that the jet that Teddy has, that Teddy and
Oh
Lucian,
yeah.
and is like, get on the plane. It is ready to go now.
You get back and on my way.
She does the
While-
thumbs up.
To add
While
one
they're
thing.
distracted.
The spot where Teddy and I were standing, I assume it's a hallway somewhere at the
It
end.
was right
It was
outside.
outside.
Yeah, it was right outside
Okay.
your cell.
When you return, all you find on the floor is Jen's handgun.
Yes.
You did notice that when leaving, but upon your return, you just see that laying on the floor, which is not something that Jen would do. He wouldn't
Nope.
leave for any reason whatsoever without a safety guarantee.
No, so she's gonna pick that up and take it to Jules. She's basically like barely touching it, like grabbed a pencil, stuck it through the fingerprint, and is carrying it down to Kitty, and like, hey, Jules, can you do me a favor? Can you run the DNA stuff on this and make sure that it's actually Jen's? And if there's
He's getting
anything
the
else on it,
gist and takes it and seals the evidence into a plastic bag, and he is going to make a phone call as well.
cool.
And okay, how we're going to resolve this from here, Julian is going to examine Antique and Killian. He will...
Before that happens,
Mhm.
while everybody is distracted, I'm leaning over him and I'm like, they're bringing us to security room. They probably leave us there to die or kill us. Are we making a run?
do you feel like you could run? Because I don't.
No, but I don't want to die.
I don't. They they're your coterie. They're our friends. They
Hello?
called
You're my only
Ryden.
friend. I'm pretty sure they would kill us if we're in danger. Didn't you listen to Lucian? He literally
Okay.
said we're in danger. And they need to put us aside so we're not infecting anyone else, which I doubt, so...
You have introduced a new element into what is happening to the two of you. Paranoid thinking. He wraps his arm around you and just mutters, "You're right. Oh no, we're surrounded by..."
Hallucinations.
Hallucinations.
Oh my god. I'm so sorry.
Oh fuck. Okay. Both of you going into a straight up panic spiral, holding each other and rocking a little bit as you wait with uncertainty to find out whether or not you're going to die.
I don't want to die. I've only lived 200. No, how I'm not that old. I don't know how old I am. I got too math anymore. I don't care. You're old.
Could you ever do
Okay.
math?
Yeah.
Could Antique do math? Because Teddy's
Yeah.
like, can you?
Oh yeah.
Lucian, did you have anything you wanted to add?
I don't like taxes though.
Lucian will go and find the nearest screen and see if if there's any glitchy shit happening like before.
There is a TV in, we'll say back upstairs in the living room. You're watching, seeing if anything happens. The TV does turn on. There's a still static image, different this time. A plain white screen, as though it was intended to be difficult to look at for very long, kind of like opening a new tab and getting flashbanged. There is writing that looks like the scroll of blood. The letters spell out, "They say you can't go home again. ... There's a static image of, looks like a Polaroid, an old house. It's not a house that you recognize, but this is what you see."
I'll pull my phone out.
Okay.
And I'll just say into it, "I'm fairly convinced that this is bugged, and you are listening in. You want to continue with these childish games. I'm getting quite bored of it. If you want to make a point to me, fucking make it. I'm right here. And I don't have all night."
Nothing happens. Teddy,
Mm-hmm.
what are you doing?
After she took the gun, she is going to go up, and I would assume that she sees what Lucian's doing, and then
It's a very bright screen, yes.
Is the house familiar to her?
Yes.
I thought
As
so.
you look at it, Teddy, the image changes. The photo disappears, but the bloody scroll returns. But you should certainly try.
I don't want to. I have no reason to. Why should I?
If his life is worth that little to you, say the word. I will end him right now.
You want me to go to New York? Why?
It takes a moment. Blood runs thicker than water. Is the response.
At that response, her eyes basically do exactly what I just did. And she whispers, "Anthony?"
So you do remember me, after all, Theodora.
Leave him alone.
"72 hours. Your clock starts now."
See you
And
soon.
At that, you see a timer. Had to include another timer, didn't I?
You did.
Counting down from 72 hours, the seconds slowly tick by. I'm gonna say that's a rather intriguing place to conclude our story for this evening. Having stacked these dominoes as we have for a return for our Coterie of Champions in CyberVamp Part 2. And I will have to come up with some manner of title soon. And as a treat, I will leave you all with one final moment.
Post-credit scene!
It's really
Brilliant.
very simple. If you would.
Well, if it's come to this, we'll have to go back to where it all began.
Insane. Thank you so much for sticking around. I said there would be a wedding, didn't I?
Oh,
There were two.
Oof.
Let's
That was fun.
let's go around the table and everybody say their favorite moments. Plug anything you got to plug. Let's go backwards. I'll start with Eclipse.
Hey, I am Valkyrie Ash. I played Eclipse, the Brewhob bouncer. My favorite scene. There's so many. God damn it, Bridgit. Why did you have to give me so many? I guess my favorite scene would be the fact that Eclipse beat Jun twice in arm wrestling.
Nice.
For now. If I make it out,
We're not getting you back. It's really simple.
I have a feeling that might be the case, yeah. I saw the hesitation in Teddy for a brief sec. It's like,
she doesn't want to go back there. There's a lot of trauma there. She does not want to go back.
That's fair.
All right. Embrace the chaos, Antique.
Oh my. Oh, hi. My characters hesitate rescuing people yesterday too, but there was a banana, trust me. She would not have done
Were you the banana? Because I didn't get to see
No.
it yet. So
No. But I think 3 of our werewolves had a weakness for bananas, so no, not fighting a big banana. Forget it. Yeah, so hi, I'm Sarah Antique. Hi, I don't know, I have too many names. I'm playing here Wednesdays on the Wild Monk Chronicles, and sometimes werewolves, and sometimes vampires, and sometimes more vampires. So my favorite terrain is blood, which I'm puking up currently. Apparently, till we are playing again, me and Killian are in a
panic bubble.
state,
We're in a
which
panic
is my in a panic bubble, which is my favorite moment right now because. So yeah.
I love it. You introduced that element, and I totally ran with it. It was great.
Yeah. Paranoia. I like it.
All right. John.
hi. I play John, currently strapped to a pallet, apparently. I'm Yoda. It was actually kind of fun to be like playing for the first time on QJ Live, like properly playing. Same for like the entire series. It's just so new to me in general. Especially the entire like Vampire the Masquerade aspect of it was very fun. I was not expecting to have that much fun. And as far as like a good moment goes that I had, obviously the intro was very nice. I know that Ash and I had talked briefly beforehand about wanting to do something emotional. And I haven't even managed to get to the entire part yet until I got kidnapped. So that's fun. Yep. Also enjoyed playing some NPC things with our creepy character over there, which is fun.
I'm assuming that's Anomaly.
Yes.
Probably.
That's what I thought.
Yeah.
Just wanted to make sure.
Perfectly normal. Nothing weird is happening there.
No, nothing weird.
No.
The fact that he's supposed to be dead isn't weird at all.
Well, maybe he is dead. You don't know.
No, like
people
dead,
tend to
dead.
pretend like they're someone else sometimes. You don't know.
I mean, technically, Teddy's dead because vampire.
Yeah, but
Facts.
she was supposed to be dead before she was born. So Teddy's weird. Teddy's concerned.
Are you sure you don't have the same thing that Antique and Gillian are having currently, that you're just hallucinating it?
She is batshit crazy, so, you know.
Yeah. No, I'm very excited what the Series 2 is going to bring, obviously.
Yeah. I look forward to it very much. Maddie!
Hi, it's everybody's favorite blue-haired Malkavian, Teddy, the tech wizard here on CyberVamp. You can catch me every other Friday night on Phoenix Iwaki's channel for Candlekeep Mysteries. Also, on Sundays for Tomb of Annihilation with our dear friend Scarlet Song, who also is at the table for Tomb of Annihilation, or Miss Kitty. Favorite moment? There were many, but probably I have a couple, so bear with me. The reappearances of the old coterie via voice memos. Kitty and Joey singing, and we love you. Thank you for joining us live. And then the batshit crazy moment of figuring out it's her brother, or supposedly her brother, or theories.
Someone.
I have theories. I have many theories. I don't like them all. Also, trying the premonition at the very beginning was awful, and I hate you both. I love you, but I hate you.
Okay. Patch, last but not least.
Oh, hello there. I'm Patch, usually the ever humble Dungeon Master, but reprising my role tonight is everyone's favourite Ventru Vamp Dad, Lucian Oriel, who's not totally sketch in any way, shape, or form. It was real fun. I wish Sirenscape would have behaved so we could have gotten those extra bits, but this is what live streaming is like. It is a chaotic mess.
Patch,
The horrors persist in
bad
Italy.
reception in Italy. It was really.
I'm gonna blame Anomaly. So that's my excuse. As for my favorite moment, mirroring pretty much what everyone said already, like were the main highlights, like a very specific one. I think just the shock and confusion on Maddie's face, like, how the fuck did you get here so quick? You don't know.
Don't.
Vamp Dad has his secrets, and I suppose we'll need his second series to find out maybe what they are.
Yeah, Vamp Dad has a lot of secrets right now, and she's not happy.
But I think ultimately I enjoyed being able to contribute to the premonition and to the post-credit scene as well. And thank you for including me, Bridgit.
Of course. Oh, speaking of, I have a fic to drop. One last bonus at the end of my fanfiction blitz.
Yeah.
And that's going up right about now.
Right about now.
Goodness.
It'll be available for everybody.
Like I blink and you're out of your wig. What the fuck, Sarah?
Professional.
How can I say I'm like your dad? That makes blink and he's right behind you.
Yes. Okay, and I'm Bridgit. I am so proud to be Mademoiselle Storyteller again. I was so excited to stack up all these dominoes, and I mentioned it when we wrapped filming, and when it was just us, that I felt like the kid gloves needed to come off. They are off.
Don't threaten me with a good time.
Right.
Right? Bridget, how did it make you feel?
Oh, the god complex is back in full form.
Good. Good.
Let's go.
If I wasn't strapped to this pellet, I would make a difference in that regard. Just you wait.
If only you hadn't had your arm broken.
Yeah.
Let's see. Favorite moments, everybody's reactions, 100%. All of these little plot threads, I love putting connections into both this main story and the week I just spent writing fan fiction, which also has lots of little interconnected pieces if you look for them. They're little breadcrumbs I leave you. We're not here every Monday and Thursday night. Maybe eventually Thursday, but every Monday for Rodania, every other Sunday for Descent into Avernus, the rest of this week for the Pride streams, every other Friday over on CyberVamp Coterie Mysteries, and if I'm forgetting something else, I apologize, but when I'm not on stream, you can find me behind the scenes, recapping, lore keeping, fanfic, and all that good stuff. And that's me!
Bring it home, Vamp Dad.
Ah, yes. Well, thank you everybody for tuning in tonight. Another incredible stream with some incredible donations. Especially Ali, goddamn. Like, you've donated hundreds over the last 48 hours. That is truly incredible. I don't have the words. I will find the words at some point, and I will shout in your DMs at them at you. But thank you. That was incredibly generous. We currently stand at $1,088.58, which is amazing. And we are not done yet. We still have some streams to go. Tomorrow, I am returning to the DM seat. We are going into a bit of a Spelljammer session as we tell the story of what happened to Captain Ileana from Stradalicious in the hours leading up to when Avrea popped up on her ship and they wound up in Barovia. We find out what Ileana was up to before, as we have some familiar faces at the table as well, but we also have a very special guest, our dear friend Katie, aka the Scottish Geek, renowned Bloodborne speedrun streamer, will be joining us, and we'll be going on a bit of a heist in the Rock of Brawl, and I'm very, very excited to bring that to you. And then on Saturday, a number of familiar faces, some in this call, will be spreading liberty, pride-flavored democracy. We're going to play a bunch of Helldivers on stream. We'll probably bring in some community members. They can come and play. Maybe do the PvP extraction game that we started doing recently, which is way too much fun.
Yes.
It really is.
And then we will be wrapping things up on Sunday with our 4th episode of Descent into Avernus, which is getting pretty tasty, I have to say. Lots of things planned for that. But yes, in the meantime, thank you so much. We're going to go raid one of my fellow content creators from the Castleton Project is live with a D&D game they are calling Whose Role Is It Anyway? A fully improvised game, which sounds amazing. So we're going to go say hi, send some QJ love. And until tomorrow, all the love to you at home, and Bridgit, if you'd be so kind.
We will be bite back.
I'll give you
Good
that
night.
one again. That's okay. I'm perfect.
Bye.